Mm, Stay with me. This one's going to feel different. You've been in survival mode, not dramatic survival, just managing, handling, getting through one day at a time, one challenge at a time, one responsibility at a time. You wake up, you handle your business, you go to sleep, you repeat. And somewhere in all that managing, you forgot to expect good things. You forgot to watch for them, to make space for them, to believe they're even possible. And you've gotten so used to hard that you've stopped looking for easy. So used to disappointing that you've stopped hoping for delighting. So used to here's the next thing to deal with that you can't imagine. Here's something beautiful just because. But that's what's coming. Just because without you earning it, without you manifesting it, without you doing anything special, just life saying, hey, you've been carrying a lot, here's something light, and you're about to receive it. Now, I can't tell you exactly what it is because it's different for everyone. For some, it's money. For some, it's love. For some, it's opportunity. For some, it's news you've been waiting for. But the common thread, it's unexpected, it's happy, and it's about to shift your energy completely. Let's explore what this might look like across different areas. Money surprises are coming for some of you. And I don't mean you're manifesting millions. I mean tangible, real, unexpected money. Could be a refund you forgot about, a check that finally arrives, a gift from someone who doesn't usually give. Could be a side hustle that suddenly picks up, a client who pays more than you quoted, a project that expands beyond original scope. Could be something you applied for months ago, finally coming through. A grant, a loan approval, a settlement, something you'd given up on. And it's not life changing money necessarily, but it's enough to breathe, enough to handle that thing you've been stressing about, enough to feel like, okay, the universe isn't completely against me. Um, and that feeling, that relief, that's the surprise. Not the amount, the timing, the ease of it. You weren't hustling for this, you weren't grinding, you weren't forcing. It just showed up right when you needed it most, right when you were starting to panic about how you'd make it work. And suddenly you don't have to figure it out, it's handled. That's what I'm seeing. Financial relief arriving unexpectedly for people who've been barely holding on. For others, the surprise is relational. Someone reaching out who you thought was gone forever, not in a messy, I'm back way, in a clean, I've been thinking about you and wanted to reconnect way. An old friend, a family member you'd grown distant from, someone who mattered once and you thought that chapter was closed. And they're not coming back with drama, with needs, with problems for you to solve. They're just coming back with warmth, with genuine interest, with I missed you, can we talk? And the conversation is easy, like no time passed, like you're right back in sync. And you realize how much you'd miss them too, how much lighter you feel having them back in your orbit. That's a gift. That's the kind of surprise that doesn't cost anything but means everything. And connection restoring when you'd accepted disconnection. That's beautiful. For some of you, the surprise is romantic. And before you roll your eyes, hear me out. I'm not saying your soulmate is arriving on a white horse tomorrow. I'm saying someone interesting is about to show up. Someone unexpected, someone you wouldn't normally notice, or someone you'd written off, or someone completely new. And there's a spark, a real one, not forced, not projected, just there. And you're surprised by it because you'd kind of given up. You decided love was too complicated, too much work, too unlikely at this stage of your life. But here's this person, and they're making you reconsider. They're making you feel something you thought you'd shut down. And it's not heavy, it's not intense, it's not, is this my person from day one? It's just light, fun, interesting, something to look forward to, conversations that make you smile, interactions that leave you feeling good, the possibility of something without the pressure of everything. That's the surprise. That romance can still feel easy, that connection can still feel natural, that you're not too old, too jaded, too busy, too whatever you've decided. You're just uh, available, and so are they, and it's working. Maybe it goes somewhere, maybe it doesn't. But right now, in this moment, it feels good. And feeling good is the whole point. That's the gift. For others, the surprise is professional. Opportunity landing that you didn't apply for. Someone recommending you for something. Someone noticing your work and reaching out. A door opening that you didn't even know existed. And it's better than what you have now. Better pay, better hours, better alignment, better respect, better growth potential, better everything. And you're shocked because you weren't looking, you weren't applying, you weren't networking. You were just doing your thing, showing up, handling your business. And someone saw that, someone valued that, someone wanted that for their team, their project, their vision. And now you're being offered something you would have jumped at if you'd known to look for it. But you didn't have to look, it found you. That's the surprise. That doing good work quietly creates visibility you don't track. That consistency compounds in ways you don't see until the payoff arrives. That you don't have to hustle for every single thing. Sometimes things just come to you because you've been worthy of them all along. The world's just catching up. And when it catches up fast. For some of you, the surprise is creative. Something you made gets seen, gets shared, gets recognized. And you weren't trying to go viral, weren't trying to blow up, weren't trying to be discovered. You were just creating because you needed to, because it felt good, because it's what you do. And someone with reach found it and shared it. And now it's spreading. And you're getting messages from strangers saying, this resonated, this helped, this is exactly what I needed. And you're realizing your work matters, your voice matters, your perspective matters, not to everyone, but to the people it's meant for, and those people are finding you. That's the surprise. That you don't have to force visibility, you just have to create authentically. And the right people will find it, will value it, will amplify it. Your job is just to keep creating, keep sharing, keep being you. The surprise is that being you is enough, is valuable, is needed. You don't have to be anyone else. Don't have to change your voice, don't have to fit a mold. Just be you louder, more consistently, more unapologetically, and watch what happens. Watch who shows up, watch what opens. Um, for others, the surprise is internal. This one's subtler, but maybe more significant. You wake up one day and realize you feel different, lighter, clearer, more yourself than you felt in years. And you can't point to one thing that changed, it's just everything slightly shifted. The depression that was constant, less heavy, less present, sometimes even gone for hours at a time. The anxiety that ran the show, quieter, more manageable, not controlling every decision. The heaviness you've been carrying, starting to lift, starting to feel like maybe you don't have to hold all of this forever. And that's shocking because you'd gotten used to it, had accepted it as permanent, had built your life around managing symptoms instead of imagining relief. But relief is here, or arriving, or at least visible on the horizon for the first time. And you don't know why exactly. Maybe it's time. Maybe it's therapy finally clicking. Maybe it's meds working. Maybe it's just your system finally processing what it needed to process. But the why doesn't matter as much as the what. And what's happening is you're healing, actually healing, not just coping better, actually getting better. That's the surprise. That healing isn't myth, isn't just for other people, is actually possible for you too. And once you feel it, once you taste that lightness, you want more. You start making different choices, taking better care, setting better boundaries, because now you know what's possible. Now you know what you're working toward. Not perfection, not never struggling again, just more good days than bad, more moments of peace than panic, more feeling like yourself than feeling hijacked by your brain. That's achievable, that's real, and you're moving toward it faster than you realize. For some of you, the surprise is resolution, something you've been waiting for closure on, about to close. Could be legal, could be medical, could be administrative, could be relational. But whatever it is, it's been hanging over you, creating stress, taking up mental space, and you're about to get resolution. Finally, completely better than you hoped. The lawsuit settles in your favor. The diagnosis comes back benign. The paperwork finally processes. The person finally gives you the answer you needed, and you can move on, can stop holding your breath, can stop planning for worst case because it's handled, it's done, it's over. And the relief is physical. You feel it in your body, the tension releasing, the weight dropping, the breath deepening. You didn't realize how much space this was taking until it's gone. And now there's room for other things, better things, lighter things. That's the gift. Not just the resolution itself, but the space it creates, the energy it frees up, the future it opens. For others, the surprise is support. Help arriving when you've been doing everything alone. Someone stepping in, someone saying, "Let me help," someone actually following through. And it's not someone you expected, not someone who usually shows up, maybe someone new, maybe someone you'd underestimated, maybe someone who's been quiet but watching. And they're not offering empty words, they're offering real help. Time, money, skills, connections, whatever you actually need, they're providing it. And you're shocked because you'd stopped asking, stopped expecting, stopped believing anyone would actually show up. But they did, and they're not doing it for credit, not doing it for thanks, not doing it to hold it over you later. They're just doing it because they see you, because they care, because they can. And that restores something in you, faith in people, faith in community, faith that you're not as alone as you felt, that there are good humans, that people do show up, that asking for help isn't weakness and receiving it isn't burden, that you're allowed to be supported, that you're worthy of care, that your struggles matter to people beyond yourself. And that realization alone is the surprise, that you matter, that people see you, that you're not invisible or forgettable or too much. You're just human, going through human things. And other humans are willing to help with that. That's beautiful. That's the kind of surprise that changes how you move through the world. Makes you softer, more open, more willing to be vulnerable, because vulnerability got met with care. And that's how trust rebuilds, how connection deepens. One person showing up when you needed them. That's all it takes sometimes. For some of you, the surprise is validation. Someone with authority finally seeing what you've been saying all along. Your boss finally recognizing your contributions. Your doctor finally believing your symptoms. Your family finally acknowledging they were wrong about something. Your ex finally admitting their part. Whatever it is, you've been right. You've known you were right, but nobody believed you. And you started doubting yourself, started wondering if maybe you were wrong. Maybe you were overreacting. Maybe you were making it bigger than it was, but you weren't. You were seeing clearly, and now someone else sees it too. Someone whose opinion carries weight, someone who can actually do something about it. And they're validating you publicly, clearly, unambiguously. And that feels incredible. Not smug, not I told you so, just relieved. Relieved that you're not crazy, that your perception was accurate, that your experience was real, that you can trust yourself, that when you know something, you know it, even when others disagree, even when it's uncomfortable, even when it's unpopular. You know what you know, and sometimes others catch up, and when they do, it's validating. And that validation gives you confidence going forward, to trust your gut, to speak up, to not second guess yourself into silence, because you've seen that you're perceptive, that you're aware, that you're right more often than you're wrong. And that's powerful. That's the kind of surprise that changes how you show up, makes you bolder, more certain, more willing to claim your knowing without waiting for consensus. Now, let me talk about why these surprises are coming now. Not because you manifested them, not because the stars aligned, not because you finally vibrated high enough, but because you've been in a season of loss, of challenge, of heaviness. And seasons change. That's how they work. They don't last forever. You've been in winter, and spring is arriving. Not because you earned it, because that's the cycle. Hard seasons are followed by easier ones, not as reward, as rhythm. Life contracts, life expands, life takes, life gives. You've been in the taking phase. You're entering the giving phase. And the giving phase includes surprises, includes unexpected good, includes joy you didn't plan for. That's just how it works. And you're due. So receive it when it comes. Don't dismiss it. Don't minimize it. Don't wait for the other shoe to drop. Just let yourself be happy about it. Let yourself feel good. Let yourself celebrate, even if it's small, even if it's temporary, even if it's not everything you wanted. It's something good. In a season that's been lacking good, that counts. That matters. Let it matter. Some of you are so used to hard that you don't know how to hold easy, don't know how to receive without suspicion, without waiting for the catch, without preparing for it to be taken away. And I get it. You've been trained by experience to protect yourself, to not get too excited, to not hope too hard, because hope hurt when it didn't work out. But this protective mechanism, it's also blocking joy. It's making you unable to fully receive good things when they show up because you're too busy bracing for them to disappear. And that's not living, that's just surviving with better circumstances. You deserve to actually enjoy the good when it arrives, not just tolerate it while waiting for bad. So practice receiving. When the surprise comes, say thank you out loud if possible, not to the universe, not to God necessarily, just thank you to life, to circumstance, to the person who facilitated it, to yourself for being open enough that it could land. Just thank you. And then let yourself feel the goodness of it fully. Let yourself smile. Let yourself get excited. Let yourself tell people about it. Don't downplay it. Don't follow it with but. Don't immediately list what's still wrong. Just let this one thing be good, purely good, uncomplicated good. That's how you train yourself to receive more, by fully receiving what's here, by making space for joy, by allowing yourself to feel it without caveat. And here's what happens when you do that. More good comes, not magically, just practically, because you're paying attention to it now. You're noticing it. You're available for it. You're not so focused on what's wrong that you miss what's right. And what you focus on expands. That's not woo, that's attention and confirmation bias. When you look for good, you see more of it. When you expect surprises, you notice them. So start looking, start expecting, not demanding, not entitled, just open, open to possibility, open to unexpected good, open to life being easier than it's been. That openness alone changes your energy, makes you more magnetic, more receptive, makes good things more likely to land because you're not deflecting them anymore. You're saying yes. Yes to opportunity, yes to connection, yes to joy. And life meets that yes with more yes. That's just how it works. So as you move through the next days and weeks, pay attention. Notice the small good things, the unexpected ease, the surprising kindness. Notice when things work out without you forcing them, when people show up without you begging them, when money appears without you stressing over it. Notice it, acknowledge it,